Greetings, lovers of XCOM, and those of you who are not yet sure how you feel about this, and welcome to the next episode of XCOM Multiplayer. Now, what you see here is slightly different. Let me demonstrate. What I'm doing is I'm dubbing a recording of my match with Talk Rock, as you gathered from here. And see, I'm in what do you call them, VLC, video player. The reason this is occurring, first of all, the reason I'm showing this video is because I was in a tournament together with Talk Rock. It was like a small-scale XCOM tournament happening. It was conducted by a small gaming community called the Survivors Beacon. Should be a link in the description, and if there is no link, then you're more than welcome to shout at me, and I'll put the link or give you the link and also add it to the description in case I forgot. So the tournament was happening, and we met in the semifinals, and so we were playing best of the three, and this is the second match. So I won the first match. It was I have that match as well. It was very close, like basically was decided by luck in the end. And since I won the first one, I was like, I might as well use one of the subscriber squads, one of the subscriber requested squads. So I used in this match the squad that was requested by Dead Marine 1980, I think. It's 84? I think 80. So Dead Marine, anyway, requested that I use a Mutant Elite, Mutant Berserker, Thinman, and Sectoid squad. I think he said it was optional to use one or two Sectoids, so I went with one Sectoid, so I would have a first go. All three matches were meant to be played on bar. So the first match I had different squad, he had the same one, and this match I changed up the squad and went with the melee one. You can see here that T.S. Shelton 5000 is the Berserker, and Tito 1944 is the Mutant Elite. Brian Campbell is Thinman, and Doc Bernard is Sectoid. And I'm just gonna let this roll. You'll notice that at some points the game sound will disappear. That is because I've taken out Talk's speech, and the reason is not because I hate Talk, which is not the case. He's a great guy, but because of the way we were recording these two, his feed and my feed, were supposed to be combined. So we muted the microphones for better synchronization. So he has a version of this with only my voice, and I have a version of this with only his voice. And also the recording was not done with Fraps, it was done with some program I don't remember, and it was just like, one of the things we did for the tournament, because the program that we were recording with is also able to stream it at the same time, and so on and so forth. So hence the low quality. It was recorded at low bitrate, and the program was doing the processing of the rendering of the video on the fly, blah 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 blah. So it's not a raw footage. I'm playing already processed footage, and I'm recording it raw, and I'm going to render it again with my dubbing that you are hearing now. Well, basically for you, I have already done this, because you are in the future, and I'm talking to you from the past. Okay, so back to the game. I did the very obvious opening here. I made sure that I had the first turn by going 400 points below the maximum level of 10k, and just put as many people as I could on the roof. So a couple more words about the tournament. It happened on Saturday, I think. A lot of people signed up, but not everyone came. So in the end, there was I think 10 of us just playing. And we used the challenge website, where you can do kind of like the knockout thing, where someone goes to next stage, and it's the whatever quarterfinal, semifinal, blah blah blah. In the final, I met with Cabal. And it was very exciting. I don't think the footage of that exists, unfortunately, because it was a live stream. So we were streaming basically to a couple of people in the audience from on Twitch TV or whatever. I didn't put the link. I didn't do the update feed thing on the YouTube with the link, because I wasn't really sure how well this would go. And next time I'm gonna still gonna cooperate with these guys again, and then I'll definitely put up the link. So because I wasn't sure how how well this would go, I don't want to disappoint you guys. But now that I know that it went well and they are a great bunch of people, there's gonna be links to next whatever we do online and whatever streaming events we do. So yeah, the final was with against Cabal, and I lost the first match, and then I won the other two, so I became the champion of Survivor's Beacon tournament. It was pretty cool. It lasted about, like, I think with all the preparations, because this is the first time they were doing it with so many outsiders who were not used to their method of conducting the tournament and streaming and doing this TeamSpeak type thing with the Mumble, I think. So that took a lot of time, and in the end, I think we spent like 8 hours on all of it, even though there were not that many games played. So we see some of Tok's units here. There's one actually. I think this is a smoke jumper maybe. Okay, you'll see his build in a second. Oh, and it doesn't really matter. You're gonna see him anyway. So he's running an assault build with, I think was it 2 gunners or 2 recons. That's a lot of run and gunning, I remember, because I almost lost to the same squad he's using now. But unfortunately for him, as you can see, he put them in too close together, and it was in the range of a grenade from a muton. So whenever you basically, let me just pause this quickly here. Whenever you play on bar and you have the second turn, this is probably a bad idea because you are going to be in the zone for a grenade if your opponent is using an alien squad or any alien unit with a grenade, like I think even Muton or Elite, like now, definitely if they are using what do you call them, heavy floaters, or even probably not Sector Commander, because he wouldn't be able to go that far, I'm guessing. But yeah, punching your units up in this zone is pretty dangerous. Okay, so let's let this one run again. What was I saying before that? Tournament. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Play with Cabal, and we finished like 3 a.m. GMT, and most people, the Survivor's Beacon people are from USA. So for them it was like 10 o'clock before I went to bed at like 3:30 or something like that, and it's quite exhausting but a lot of fun. So hopefully there'll be more like that, and they also seem to have enjoyed cooperation with us European people, and because myself, Tok, and Tok is from Germany, I'm from UK, and then Cabal is from Portugal. So it was kind of like a cross-continental cooperation and tournament going on. So you see there, I poisoned also his assault so that the range goes down mostly. I was worried about them running and gunning and coming upstairs. I don't remember if they are gunners. It could be gunners. Maybe they are. I don't know. So like I said, there's going to be like little chunks of silence where I took out Tok's speech, because it's not accompanied, because it was a dialogue. He was not having like a weird schizophrenic incident because of that. But he does sound schizophrenic if I leave it in, and it's kind of confusing, and it's going to interfere with my dubbing that is going on here. The position that Tok finds himself now is like pretty much, I don't know, it's like almost, defeat is almost unavoidable. I don't really know what I would do in the same place. I guess I would kill that Tinman over there. That does make sense. With these guys, there's only 3 health left. He didn't have a medic, and basically in 3 turns they're dead anyway. So I guess just kind of rushing them forward would be the only thing to do, and try to attack. But because my units have so much health, it will be very hard to succeed. So that one small mistake of putting them in the wrong place on his first turn basically cost him a game. I think also he put that. Oh no, she's doing grapple, because otherwise she'd be too close to the exploding car. No, so that, and oh, what he did also, that he forgot to run and gun that unit, and I guess he was just frustrated with how things ended up on my second turn, and he forgot to put her in run and gun, and because of that she just got stuck there. This guy is doing run and gun though, and if both of them had done run and gun, let's see how many times he shoots. No, they're just recons. They're just recons in stealth suits, but I think at least one of them definitely had an alloy cannon, and another one I think was also having an alloy, holding an alloy cannon. So potentially they were quite. Yeah, it's 2 alloy cannons, so potentially they were quite dangerous. If they would probably like land 2 criticals with alloy cannons, they could take out at least one of the beefy units, maybe even like take out the elite there. If he had actually landed that shot, which is weird that he didn't. But no, it's not really that weird, because he was under suppression from the poison. If that had landed, the elite was probably dead, and I would have my time with his remaining squad would be a lot harder. But thankfully that didn't happen. So I managed to take out both of them on the roof without them doing much damage. So again, there was a bit of unluckiness there. With one was that the alloy cannon missed because of due to the suppression by the poison, and the other one was that he forgot to put his other assault in running gun position. He forgot to use his running gun, and that sectoid landed a 65% shot. That was like slightly lucky, I guess, taking out one of the smoke jumpers, and not one of the smoke jumper, and the other one is a hunter sniper. So he's basically left at this point with 1 unit, and there is even less chance now to really do anything at all. So yeah, that decided our semi-final, and I think Cabal was playing with one of the survivors beacon guys in the other semi-final, and he won with much ease, I think. The guys, like I said, the survivors beacon guys are awesome, but they didn't have really that much experience with XCOM. Initially they said that they were gonna train for the tournament, but then they didn't really find that much time for it. So ended up, like, one of them was saying, well, the first match I think they played was against this guy. What was just recall his name? I forgot, but I remember that he was from Australia. So there was this Australian guy playing against Cabal, and we were also, I think, talking to them and or commenting on the match that was happening, and it was streamed live. So someone was like, so how, I think maybe I asked like how many games you have that he had played, and he said, oh, I have like 4 multiplayer matches I played. And then I asked him, well, do you know how many Cabal wins has, how many wins Cabal has in ranked? He's like, no, it's like 800. So yeah, that was, I guess, pretty depressing. So that was the match. I bull rushed. Let's pause here before this goes into a black screen. I bull rushed the last unit from the roof. It was in range, and even though the cover, which I cannot really see here, but it was here, that she was behind, is not destructible. The bull rush still applies. And the main thing, as far as I understand so far with bull rush, is that you need to remember to attack either from the front or from the side, because if you attack them from the back, even though it says they're within this bull rush bubble, I think it doesn't work. But I may be wrong here. This is basically based on my experience and some anecdotal evidence from other people commenting on bull rush on the forums. Okay, so to quickly recap, this was a match between myself and Tokrok. As you can see, it was part of a tournament conducted by a gaming group called Survivors Beacon. Again, there should be a link. If there is not, please feel free to shout. And I thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.